right, Willow she has this thing where she expects me to hold her treat for her while she chews it now. So I sit here, she brings it to me and puts it in my hand, and then I sit here and I have to hold it while she eats her treat. This is called Sticks, made by Blue Buffalo, and I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just telling you what it is. If you wonder why there's beach towels all over my couch, it's because of her surgery. She couldn't get off the couch, so didn't know if the medicine would give her an accident, so we covered her area on the couch. We didn't want to hurt our furniture. So that's why her food bowls and everything's up here, because she can't get down. But she is the princess. She'll bring me her food and have me hold it for her. Good job, Willow. Hi, and welcome to Radio Hound Tube Radio Restorations. Another short video. We're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to call it Timeout Tuesday. I want to go over just a couple things. I've been getting comments. I started dropping videos about 2 weeks ago, and I'm getting a few comments and some feedback on the channel. And understand, when I first started this channel, I knew nothing, zero about YouTube or how to do the things I need to do. And so in preparation for that, I did about 20 some videos ahead, thinking I was going to get ahead of myself and be prepared so I wouldn't hand to mouth on the videos. Well, I'm finding out that is probably not the best idea. And if you wonder why I've been I dropped like 2 to 3 videos for each week. Actually, I probably dropped more than that. But I'm trying to do that because I'm getting comments, but I don't know enough about YouTube to how to edit once I load them up into YouTube off my editing screen. I don't know how to make corrections after the fact. So I've got like 20 some videos that I can't fix for people. The main comments that I've been getting is that, you know, the music is too loud during the instructional portion, and I didn't even think about that. Matter of fact, when you listen to it in the editing part, it doesn't sound that loud. So I thought I had it way down low. But actually, yeah, I listened to it in YouTube, and it's pretty loud. So that problem has been corrected. But the problem that I'm having is you won't see that because I've got all these videos that are already sitting there waiting to be published, and I don't know how to fix the ones that are already done. So I just wanted the people who made the comments to know I answered each person back. But, you know, there's other people that probably hadn't said anything, you know, and it bothers them too. So during the instructional portion of my videos from now on, once I get past video, I think 21, and I had 21 videos sitting there ready to go. After I get past that, during the instructional period, there will be no music. And I think that'll be better for everybody. And I'm willing to make corrections and learn. And I'm listening to people, and actually the correction was immediate, but you just won't see it on the ones that I already had loaded up. So bear with it just a little bit longer, and then when we reach the 21st video being published, then the music won't be there during the instructional portion. A couple of other things that I have learned, and you know, it's nothing major. It's just it's my camera work, and I just need to spend, like, if I'm going to show you something in a shot, I need to dwell there just a little bit longer to give you a chance to absorb it. So I'll try to remember to do that. That's so hard to remember. I've been trying to, when I go back and watch my videos on the editing portion, I try to make little notes there if I make a mistake and say something wrong. And hopefully that'll be enough to correct the ones that I've done, because some of those things you can't really reshoot. And I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can do all this stuff. It's just I still got to learn it. So bear with me. I'm getting better. I want to do a great job and make it where it's very relaxing and peaceful for you guys to learn with. I am getting good comments though on some of the content. I just got to get better at presenting the content. But I've had a lot of positive comments on people that are excited about doing that, and I think that's the number one thing for the people who whether you subscribe or not. I mean, what I'm looking at looks like about 20% of the people that watch the videos so far have subscribed, which actually to me is not bad. But I want everybody that's watching this today to know that this is not about money to me. This is not about getting all these subscribers to get all these points, to get all the money coming at me. I could care less about that. What I do care about is for that one person like myself that was out hunting, and I watched thousands of hours of YouTube trying to learn how to work on these old radios. And then, of course, I finally found John's channel. But I'm trying to help that guy, because I know that feeling when you're listening to somebody and the guy's hitting all around what you're wanting to know. And I'm hoping to be able to hit on all things, because when we get through with this first radio, I'm trying to get an overview of all the different groupings and categories. But when I get done with this first radio, then we're just going to do one radio right after the other, and we're going to do it like I normally do them. And you can be right alongside of me, and so you're going to learn on each radio of the pitfalls and the good things and all that. And some radios we won't win on, and some radios we'll learn a whole new thing on. I have not done one radio yet that I haven't learned something on. You think you know it all? Oh, I got this now. You don't, because each radio comes up with something new. And I'm sure on the radio we're working on now, we're going to learn something new. So this is I'm going to put this kind of video out on Tuesday to just try to reset everything. But I just didn't want these people who are having these thoughts, I didn't want you to think, hey, you know what, I mentioned to him about fixing this and he still hasn't done it. Well, he hasn't done it because I got too many videos ahead. So for a while, I'm going to be dropping 2 to 3 videos a week until I get caught up to myself. And then I'm going to leave about 3 or 4 videos in the queue. That way I don't have to, be right on top of myself making a video. But I am going to leave it to where I can make a quicker reaction when you guys suggest something. Right now, I'm sure there's a way I could probably go in there and edit that music out on those. But I have too much going on. I have my Facebook page, which I've had for years, this Radio Hound Facebook page. And all these radios that you see around me here, these are ones I'm working on. People that drop off. I get one dropped off every couple weeks. Just somebody drops it off here and says, can you help me get my radio going? So I've got a garage full of those radios. I've got a room full of those radios. If you were able to see the floor here, they're all around me on the floor. I have them on the counters over here. So I have a lot more going on than just the YouTube channel here. I just wanted to be able to help that person, and then I don't know if if we get far enough along in this channel, I may blend the 2 things together, my Facebook page and this, to where we're actually working on that person's radio on this channel. But until then, we'll keep going out and buying a little cheap radio. The other thing I wanted to kind of specialize on this channel was to work on radios that you would think that you would throw in the trash, ones that are totally unfixable in your mind. I want to show you what you can do with those kind of radios and be able to bring them back and make them a good working radio again when on a radio that you would think. The next radio that we work on is going to be kind of in that ballpark. Now the cabinet is in great shape, but the chassis is trashed, and I think you'll see that on a video. I don't think it's been published yet, but you'll see me selecting that radio and kind of talking a little bit about it. But that'll be our next one coming. But we're going to be on this one for a while because we're going into depth in some of the areas of the things you need to know, because you got to learn all this before we start, you know. And my next video, you would think would be, we're going to start recapping this thing now, and we're close. We're real close to that. But I want to do one more thing. Is I'm going to show you on one we got coming this next weekend. Now you won't see it again. Like I say, I got about another 10 or 12 in front of this one because we're still learning schematics. We just started that series on the ones I'm dropping right now, and there's 15. There's a total of 15 parts, and I think I just dropped part 1 of that. So I guess we've got about another 10 or 12 more coming at you that you're going to watch before you see. But the one I'm filming this weekend is about how to basically where to go get your capacitors at and your resistors, and I'm going to show you how to read the values on them. And I'm only going to show you what I do. There's 100 other ways to do it, so I'm just going to show you what I do and why I do what I do, and then you can go and do your research on if you want to do other things with that. There's plenty of places, and I'll be talking a little bit about that when we do the video. But bottom line, I just wanted to clear the air on that. So anybody that makes a comment to me for this first part until I can get closer to myself on real time, is I will react right away, and I'll comment on your comment back to you that I will react right away, but it may not show right away because I'm not going to go back and re-edit the videos that I've messed up on. We're just going to learn from it. I'm going to do better on the ones I'm doing now. I will continue to work on it, and so far there's only one comment that I haven't reacted to. It had to do with the type of music that I listen or that I put on there. Be honest with you, I'm not a music buff. I put that what I thought was elevator music on there. I didn't realize it was a type, a genre of music. I didn't really pay attention to that, I guess. But you know, somebody that didn't like country music, and that's fine. You know, they have their preferences, and I get that. I'm not even judging anybody on that because I'm not a big fan of country music either. But I just picked what I thought was soft elevator music. And the reason I put it in there in the first place while I was talking, because I hate to hear my voice. And I would be honest with you, I was just trying to have soft music in the background to ease that over a little bit. But I sure didn't realize how loud that was coming through on the YouTube side. So I apologize for that. It's just a learning experience, and like I say, on the last 2 videos that I've done, the music has not been there. It's just in the intro and the exit, but other than that, there's no music during the instructional portion at all. And that'll be coming, so that problem's getting fixed for you guys. And I hope that during this Tuesday timeout that we have here is we'll use maybe like little tips or something like that in the future ones, and where we can just have a few seconds to talk together. I'm not ready to do a live. I wouldn't do a live until I probably had 1,000 subscribers or something, because I really don't know how to do that yet, and I don't want to put it where it's awkward for me and you. And I'm going to learn. I'm going to do a lot of studying before I do a live, because I want to be able to have it set up where I can make sure I can answer questions properly and that kind of thing. But I don't mind doing it. As a matter of fact, I would love to answer questions that people might have, or at least try to. Or if I don't have the answer, I could go find the answer for you. But you know, I'm not quite ready to do that. So we'll do it like this right now. So I hope you enjoy. I know this is not an instructional video here, but I'm just going to tack this in. I'm going to publish this one immediately, and that way everybody kind of knows where we're at, and why I haven't responded immediately to your suggestions you had, because I told you I was going to. But it has been responded immediately. It just it won't show up immediately. All right. I thank you for your time today, and I love it that you guys are watching. And we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn a lot together, because there's still a lot to learn. And I hope that I can take the time. One guy said he really appreciated the time that I took to try to explain things, and that's how I'm going to do it. So if you get bored easily, you might not be the place for you. But if you really like detail looking at certain things, that's how I'm going to try to do it, because I don't want to get in a hurry, because the whole idea is for you to be able to get comfortable and good at doing what you're doing. So, and anything we cover, we're going to cover 50 more times in the next years or two. So don't think, okay, I missed out on that one, or I didn't quite understand enough of that. And you're going to get it every radio we do, and it's just maybe not as deep. We might pick an area while we're doing a next radio or whatever, and go deep, but you'll just be like there alongside of me when we're restoring the radio. And I think that'll be fun. And content, we're not going to run out of content, because there's plenty of radios out there that need that restoration. So we've got plenty to do, and we're going to do it together. I'm going to try to pick decent radios though, because I don't like just working on junk. You probably won't see me doing too many of the All-American 5 radios. I do more of the older stuff is what I like doing. So if you're into that. Now I'm not really big into battery sets. I've got battery sets, and if you looked around my room here, I've got 2 or 3 of them sitting here. But I don't really mess with those much. I mainly, just do the old transformer sets, and that's what you're going to see on this channel a lot. Now I'm not above doing an All-American 5. We're going to do one together, because I think you need to know how the series strung sets work. And we will be doing one or two of them, but you're not going to see a lot of them on here. But I will teach you how to do those. So don't worry about it if you're wanting to learn that. That will be coming up, maybe not right away, but it will be coming up somewhere down the road. All right. Well, if you have any questions on what I just said today, post your comments, and I've been really good about getting right back to everybody so far. It's not been overwhelming yet. Working a full-time job and keeping my Facebook page going, and then keeping this going. It's been a handful, but the comments have not been overwhelming. So I've been able to answer everybody back. And that's my intention to do. If it gets too big, I might not be able to do that, but I plan on it, trying to do it. So I thank you guys. I want to be your friend. I want to be that person who you can just say, hey, I know who I can ask, and not be talked down to. So, and I hope so far, even the comments that's been negative have been respectful, and I appreciate it. As long as you can say anything you want to me, as long as you do it in a nice, respectful way, I will take your criticism, and I try to apply it if I can, because it's probably more than likely right. So I thank you for your time today. Please continue to watch, and it's fun to see how many people are looking at this now. Thank you. Bye-bye.